Welcome to Louisville Gymnasium for a battle between the Louisville Leopards and the New Philadelphia Quakers. This is Mac Aljancic alongside my number one son, Drew Aljancic, bringing you a big game live here between two very strong teams. The Leopards are sitting at 6-2. And they just lost a tough game to North Canton Hoover, 31-30 last week on a game that came down the final shot. And the New Philadelphia Quakers are off to a strong start. All right, 6-1 on the season. And Drew, you want to go through who New Philly's played so far?
New Philly this season has played John Glenn, Marietta, Fort Fry, but against John Glenn they scored 47-46. They won. Marietta, they won 69-33. They beat Fort Fry 53-34. They beat Lexington, or they lost to Lexington 51-49. They beat my hometown Dover Tornadoes 55-45. They beat Washington Massillon 52-41, and then just their last game they beat Claymont 51-39.
So Drew got to see him play against the Dover Tornadoes, their arch rivals. Drew has played in the Dover basketball program for a long time there, and it was a big matchup there in Dover, which tends to try to grind you out and D up, and New Philadelphia got a big win, and it really was a statement game for them. Why don't you tell us a little about what you saw in that game and who we need to look out for, Leopards need to look out for tonight?
Well, it was an all-around a really good game for the Quakers. I mean, Carter Vandal went off in that game. I think he had around 25-ish or so points. I mean, Dover really didn't have any answers, so you got to watch out for him. You got to be worried about Oren Martin and Jaden Lowry. You can't let them just hound you on the boards. I mean, they're everywhere. And then you got to watch out for their deadly shooters that they got on the perimeter, because if you let this team get out and run or grind you out, they can do some damage.
So New Philadelphia is led by a familiar face in Louisville Gymnasium, Matt Vole. Matt and Coach Tom Sigrevady of the Leopards are longtime NBC coaching rivals. Matt coached at Carrollton for, I'd say, 10-plus years. Took him to a couple of NBC titles, and also a couple of regional appearances back in the early mid-2000s. I remember John Loudermilk, who played in Iowa and dipped his toes in the NFL. Played there, as well as Big Country. I can't remember Big Country's name there. He got a little tryout for the Lions. Matt then came to New Philadelphia, coached the girls program for a couple of years. He led them to a top seed in the Division I tournament up here in Stark County. Got knocked off, but they had a really strong team, and they took over for the boys. He's probably about his sixth or eighth year in the program. His son, Nate Vole, who Drew played with in youth ball. Nate's down at Ohio State now, but Nate was a good player, and they made a couple of regional appearances. So Matt's really built his program at New Philadelphia. They're consistently strong and usually make some strong tournament runs. And I know talking to him, I've known Matt for a while, and also Coach Sigfrid, I've known forever. They both respect each other and respect each other as men and as coaches. So it should be a fun game tonight. A couple of very talented teams. Got some nice height and athletic bodies. And it will be a good battle tonight for us here. Drew, you've been playing against New Philadelphia for many years. What's the key for Louisville to offensively, defensively against a typical Quaker team?
I would say offensively, you got to be able to run up and down the floor. If you can't get up and down the floor quick enough on this team, and then play some really, really good defense, half-court defense, because they like to they run very, very good sets. They execute well. If you can just hold them to maybe one shot at most, if zero, that'd be fantastic. But it's just you got to keep them off the boards too. That's another thing. That's why they beat the Tornadoes. They just did not let them rebound the ball, and they played really, really good defense. So
yeah, New Philly has some good height there. Carter Vandal's a 6'5", Michael Vickers 6'5". They bring Jaden Lowry 6'6", Oren Martin 6'3". So they got some nice ice. Obviously, the Leopards got some nice ice. Paced by a two-headed scoring tandem of Hayden Nigro and Will Aljancic. Will's averaging about 20 a game. I'd say Hayden's averaging probably 16, 17 points a game. What Philly will try to do is not what Hoover did. Hoover kind of controlled tempo and made Louisville really work for shots and kind of slowed the pace down. So I think Louisville wants to execute your sets, but hopefully get some good looks there and put a good fight here. So Louisville Leopard Marching Band, I should say their pep band. their 2021 22 debut here in the gym. Wrapping up here as we're getting close to tip-off. We have a fun night of basketball here in early January. Against a couple of schools, a couple of programs, a couple of communities that are very, I would say, mirror images of each other. In fact, Coach Vole and I talked to Coach Vole a week or two ago, just talking about how much, New Philadelphia and Louisville are alike. So it'll be a fun night of basketball. Let's turn it over to our PA announcer, Tom McAllister.
For tonight's contest featuring visiting New Philadelphia Quakers and the Louisville Leopards. Let's make this contest an enjoyable one by remembering to respect each other and respect the game. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Association. Here are the officials for this game. Kevin Stillwell. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you join us as we celebrate the United States of America. The freedoms which we as Americans enjoy have been earned and protected by many brave and dedicated folks. The American flag, our national anthem, has accompanied the brave Americans who have fought for our republic as freedom fighters, liberators, and champions of justice for all persons. Before we honor our brave and dedicated American heroes, we ask that you please stand, gentlemen, and remove your hats. After a brief moment of silent prayer or reflection, we ask that you join us in the singing of our national anthem, Star Spangled Banner, as played by the Louisville High School Band.
Louisville Band, directed ironically by Chris Breininger, who is a New Philadelphia graduate, so maybe that's why we're bringing out our A game to go against his old alma mater. Let's meet our starting lineups for both teams. Thanks. Well, Drew, I will say way back in the day when I played this gym, we didn't quite have the production of the Quicken Loans Arena or the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse that we have today.
Oh, I can only imagine.
There you go. So, fun night for basketball. Nice crowd here on hand on a Tuesday night. Not too cold in January. Jumping up for the Quakers, Michael Vickers against A.J. Lingenhole. Along with Nigro, Will Aljancic, Tyler Bolden, and Michael Seaman tipping off. Zach Seaman, sorry, wrong brother there. Tipping off. Quakers take control. Vickers with the handle. Shellis. Up with a shot. And
Made by number 32.
Caden Shellis starts it off with the 3. 3-0 Quakers here to start the game. Seaman over to Nigro. And Drew, you know, we've watched enough Leopard basketball. Hayden Nigro just does a great job of controlling his body and drawing fouls. He definitely...
Absolutely, he can get to the rim whenever he wants. He's a really good finisher with both hands, so you got to be prepared for him.
Yep. Into A.J. Lingenhole, the lefty, just off the rim. Blocked by Vandal. Nice cut. And a score by Vickers. Quick 5-0 lead for the Quakers. 7 minutes left here, first quarter. Lex game now. Aljancic drives off the glass, off the back iron. Rebound Vandal. Over to Vickers. Shot off the back iron, missed by Slaughter. Nigro takes it down court. Leopards reset the offense here. Isolate Nigro inside. Nice dish off to Aljancic, deep 3, short. Blocked by Jaden Lowry. Aljancic picks up on the scramble. Up strong.
And one.
It's the basket, gets the foul there.
Will Aljancic.
Great job keeping that alive there. Got it down underneath and going up strong. That's when Will, as a sophomore, probably averaged about 14 a game. Kind of has grown his game, has definitely taken it more inside. He's a great shooter from the perimeter, but playing strong inside. Aljancic, 6'4" Aljancic, bears free throw, 5-3 Quakers. Just under 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Leopards in a 1-2-2 press here, slow in tempo. Nice cut, Vandal.
Saved by Scholes.
Back to Vandal. Goes over to Shellis. Pull up jumper off the back iron there. And it's going to go to Leopards there. I think we're definitely see some offensive fireworks here. A lot of good players, a lot of good shooters here.
Absolutely. Philly has a lot of offensive firepower, and Carter Vandal, and they can get really good, nice threes up anytime they want.
Nigro, a little step back
Bang.
3.
Hayden Nigro
Gets on the scoring column, and the Leopards take a 6-5 lead. Pardon me. 5 minutes left here, first quarter. Coach Full calls out a set here. Vickers over to Lowry. And Aljancic and Vandal will plate defense one-on-one there. Good D by Will Aljancic, showing he can play on both ends of the floor. Kick out, Vandal puts it up. Leads it short. Nigro on the rebound, pushes tempo. Knifes through, goes up strong, gets the bucket.
Hayden Nigro. He can really score, can he?
He's just strong with the ball. He's strong and gathers himself for a nice shot. Leopards out in a trapping zone here.
Good
Tip off there, tipped around there by Shellis. Over to Vickers. Leopards run the trap out. Got him well off their game here. Vandal puts up another shot off the back iron. Rebound. Seaman tipped out of bounds by Slaughter. Leopard basketball going the other way. Sometimes they throw you out the game when they run those traps at half court there, and Louisville did a good job of.
You just can't let Philly run their sets. They run their sets, they execute very, very well. So if you can keep them out of running their plays, you have a pretty good chance of beating them.
Aljantic with the three, short. Caden Scholas on the baseline, out of bounds. Niagara take it out, 3:29 left, first quarter. Aljantic for three from the corner, in and out. Rebound by A.J. Lingenholt, keeps the possession alive. Niagara with the three, rolls around the rim. Long pass to Lowry, goes up for the quick two. 8-7 Louisville. 3 minutes left. A couple of Leopards, Charlie Roberts. Chase Miller set to check in. Pick and roll action, and I'm going to guess we're going to have a moving screen there on A.J. Lingenholt. Sometimes it's hard for big guys to resist when they're setting that ball screen. Just get a little extra.
Oh, yeah.
So Drew and I coach 7th grade Leopards basketball together, and I tell our guys, hey, when you're setting the screen on the ball, you got the refs staring right at you. When you're picking away from the ball, you don't have much focus. You can get away with a little movement, but not when you're on the ball. Leopards in the 3-2 zone here. Ball moved by the Quakers. Kick out to Shellis. Leaves it short. Rebound by Vandal. Goes up. Contested by Will Aljantic. Leopard ball. Will's doing a good job so far of contesting Vandal. Couple of long scores there. Battle on the other end of the floor.
Absolutely. You got to keep the Quakers to about one shot per possession, if that, because they can really, really rebound the ball well, and you don't want to give them too many chances because at some point it's going in the bucket. So
Will goes up strong.
Nice take by Will
Takes
Aljantic.
it strong. Draws a foul on Michael Vickers.
He's got to do that a lot more tonight to open up his three-point game.
Watching Coach Voll not real happy with that call there. What's the other end? But I think there's a little body contact with that one there. As the referee selling him. Got a couple of definitely veteran coaches here that are well schooled on working the refs. Aljantic hits his first. Point number 4 on the night. 9-7 Leopards. 2:12 left first quarter. Zach Seaman set to check back in. And he's going to give that Will a break here. Louisville going to extend the pressure here. A little 1-2-2 press here. Just throw off tempo. Stay with the pressure. Skip pass over, and Colton Slaughter buries a three. Tied at 10. Just under 2 minutes left in the quarter. And looks like the Quakers going to get a little 3-2 zone. And we got a charge on Niagara there. Taken by Caden Shellis. Niagara's first foul of the night. Coach Siegfried not real thrilled about that call. Leopards going with the man-to-man here.
Carter Vandal.
Vandal on the switch, left up, misses.
You always got to know where he's at.
Good box out by Chase Mueller. Zach Seaman grabs it there. Nigro crossover, going inside. Kicks to Zach Seaman and gets the bucket.
Nice floater by Zach Seaman.
Zach's the glue guy that does not look for many shots, but takes advantage of the opportunity there. 12-10 laps. 1:10 left here in the quarter. Seaman out guarding Vickers. Quakers are in a little open offense there, a little cutting. The Leopards doing a good job of testing those cuts. Vandal goes up strong, crossover, nothing doing.
Great
Rebound
D.
chase. Tyler Bolden uses his leg.
Great D by Tyler Bolden. Will Aljancic is going to check back into the game.
30 seconds left here in the quarter. Leopards looks like they're going to maybe pull it out for one shot. Resetting, 21 seconds left here. Philly in the man-to-man here. Just going to work it down for one last shot. Sometimes they involve Mr. Nigro here. Hand off to Tyler Bolden. Ball reverse, Nigro drives baseline, and that gets deflected. Bolden at the buzzer.
Knock it down.
Tyler Bolden, 6'4" senior, buries a three. And at the end of one quarter of play, the Leopards are 15. The New Philadelphia Quakers 10 points. Drew, what do you see in the first quarter? What do you like in there?
What I'm loving is the Leopards defense holding Carter Vandal to 0 points. Man's is averaging 16 on the year so far, and he's got 0 in this first quarter. That's a big, big key for them just to keep him off of the scoreboard at all times. So
Yeah, doing a good job of contesting his shots, and as Drew, as you pointed out at the beginning of the game, limiting the Quakers to one shot is a big key in this game, and really New Philly has been pretty much controlled on the offensive board. I don't know if they've had a board yet, as Louisville's kept them to one and done.
doing real good at rebounding, boxing out, keeping guys off the boards.
On the flip side, I think Louisville's extended a couple of possessions, 2 or 3 possessions with some offensive rebounds or tip outs and so forth.
Especially like that last possession right there, a bunch of tipped around balls out to Tyler Bolden for a 3 to end the quarter.
Yeah, who else, Drew? Tell us for New Philly, who else is their top scorers in their points per game?
So I said Carter Vandal is averaging 16 on the year. You got to also keep an eye on where Vickers is. He's got 12. And then you have to also keep an eye on Lowry. And he's averaging about 7 to 8 points a game, and it's because he does a lot of the dirty work. Gets on the boards, goes right back up with it, gets a lot of fouls called. So
Leopards start with their starting 5. We also got Will in the middle. Well, they like to run that little X game off of it. Hayden Niger goes up strong with the left hand.
on Carter Vandal.
Gets it done there. Point number 7 for the young sophomore. Young in age, mature in his ball playing their skills. Just looks in their defense. Vandal on Aljancic.
It's going to be a good battle all night long.
Deep from the 3-point line, long. Quakers get their first offensive rebound. Colton Slaughter there. Over to Vandal. The spin. Just can't get one to fall there. When once you contest through, that rim gets a little bit tighter right now. It's doing that a little bit here.
Will's doing a great job keeping him contained as long as he can and just contesting the shots, making it hard for him to score.
Nice kind of pick. Will goes up strong with the right, gets the basket.
Bucket.
19-10 Louisville. Leopards on a 9-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes. 6:44 left in the second quarter. Vandal goes strong. Contested
D.
straight up by A.J. Lingenholm. Another great defense. Coach Siegfried wants tempo.
Tyler Bolden.
Taking it up, going strong. Kicks it out to Zach Seaman. He's feeling it. He's got 3. In and out. Rebound by Aljancic. Gets the foul and just misses getting it to go.
Will Aljancic is pumped up right now, working on the offensive boards.
All right, so Leopards 19-10, 6:26. New Philly's only had hit a couple of threes, and Will gets his first to go. Got some little change of
Carter Vandal sits down. Number 15, Brant Wells checks in for the Quakers. Vickers walks the ball up the floor.
21-10 Quakers. Clear out there for Vickers, Zach Siemens. Great defender for the Leopards over his course of his career. Battling hard and
Reaching foul.
good hustle foul for Louisville. Now I'll tell you, a few Algiants played basketball. Will's a scorer. Will's papa, John, could score. Will's uncle Mac, and cousin Drew were more a couple of defenders. So Drew and I both respect that defensive effort there.
Absolutely. I
Remember
love
those-
watching good defense.
There you go. Daniel goes up, gets his first two on nice
That's
pull-up
Schultz.
jumper.
That was
Schultz, I'm
Schultz.
sorry. My fault there. 32 instead of 22. Ends in 11-0 Louisville run. 21-12, 6:04 left first quarter. There's Nigro. Just gets it done. Body control. Uses the glass. There's less for young guys. The backboard is your friend, and Hayden is a true friend of the backboard there. Great going up strong for that one. Shellis gets it over to Brant Wells, who's coming off the bench. Slaughter with a deep three, nothing but the bottom of the net. 23-15, 5:26 left. And looks like the Quakers are going to take time here. 5:24 left. Louisville's had a nice here extending from a 10-10 tied late in the first quarter. They've got on a 13-5 run, extend the lead to 8 points here. Drew, who for Louisville right now is impressing you?
I would say their two main scorers, and Will Aljancic and Hayden Nigro. Hayden's getting to the bucket any way he can and just putting it in, whether it be off the backboard, spins, little floaters, whatever he's doing, he's getting it done. Will Aljancic hitting, I think, a three or so, 1 or 2 threes, and then just working on the boards, getting offensive rebound, getting to the free throw line. Everyone's just working hard. Zach Seaman on defense, working real hard, being that glue guy that they so need. So,
Yep. So Will Aljancic, the junior, has got 9 points on the night. He's got some nice inside scoring there. And then Hayden Nigro, sophomore, has 9 points as well. Getting hit most of his points, hit 1-3, and getting his points inside here. So for the Quakers, Colton Slaughter leads them with 6 points, while Caden Shellis got 5 points so far for New Philadelphia. Quakers coming to the game with a 6-1 record. In their final year in the ECOL, which is breaking up after this year. New Philadelphia is going to be going to the Ohio Cardinal Conference next year. ECOL, which at one point had 10 members, is now down to 4 members. With Dover, New Philadelphia, Marietta, and Warren Local, which is way down south. So everything's kind of falling apart. So it'll be interesting to see if Louisville down the road maybe partner up with New Philly and or Dover. Hopefully, very similar community. So Leopards come out, 5:12 left here.
scramble for the
Muscle
ball.
play there, tied up, and a little extra spin on that one there.
Travel.
Can't
Called.
roll when you're on the ground, but good hustle by the Quakers there. Chase Mueller, number 13, takes it in. Will Aljancic with the handoff. Good D by Vandal. Let's see who wins that one. And then Vandal wins that duel right now. And Brent Wells off the bench called for the steps, 5'10 junior.
On the floor.
Leopard, go ahead, Drew.
I was going to say on the floor for the Leopards, Bo Siegfried checked into the game during that timeout that the Quakers took. On also with Mueller, Aljancic, Nigro, and Bolden.
Yeah, young freshman. Definitely looks like a freshman body-wise, but he definitely does not play like a freshman. Very steady with the ball, makes good decisions, plays good defense. Something you usually look for your young players. Inside to Aljancic. Bumped around, gets the follow.
Will going inside tonight.
Yes, yeah. I don't think he's hit a three, but he's got 11 points here in the first half. 25-15 Leopards. Shellis from the corner. Hits the three. 25-18. I think New Philly 18 points. We're going to get us probably 4 of those at least are three-point shots here. 3:51 left here, first half. Siegfried. Over to Aljancic. Aljancic Crossover with the right hand, in and out. Mueller almost keeps alive. Gathered by Schellis. Quakers spreading out, doing a lot of cutting and dribble handoffs, or I should go in there. Resets the O. This is Drew. Drew and I are both familiar watching New Philly through many years, with Drew being a Dover graduate. But New Philadelphia definitely usually runs a more methodical offense. They're definitely with their scores. They're a lot more open and a lot more ball movement. That usually in years past, they run a lot more sets and structured stuff. And the Leopards are up to the task so far tonight. A little backdoor cut off the back rim. Rebound by Vandal. Contested again.
Philly fans not happy about that one. Thought he got fouled right there.
Yep.
Nigro.
Probably
Offensive
got
rebound.
fouled there. Probably got a little
Nigro again.
no call on both ends, but Leopards keep it alive there. Alginsik with a deep pull-up jumper. Buries it. 13 points for Will.
Looking strong here in the first half.
Good shooting in rhythm there. Sometimes when you're sitting and you're just staring at a wide open, it's hard to hit. But when you're shooting that dribble in rhythm, it's your athleticism takes over, being a gamer. 27-18.
Schellis. Caden Schellis, number 32.
It's his 8th point in the 7th, or 10th point, 9th and 10th points of the night. 2:17 left. Leopards up, 27-20. Niagara walks it up. Caden's got 9 points on the night. Alginsik 13 points. Tyler Bolden with 3 right now. Sloppy pass, kicked out Bo Siegfried. First shot, long. Rebound Vandal, stolen by Bolden with the left hand, gets it to go. Great
Making a
hustle play.
Don't ever give up on a play, young guys, if you're listening to this. Don't ever give up on a play like Bolden just did there. Keep possessions alive. Get your points.
All right. And I'll tell you what, Tyler Bolden, who probably a lot of teams could be a leading scorer, probably third leading scorer for Leopards, but he does a great job of just, with obviously Alginsik and Niagara getting a lot of shots. Tyler's just a great glue guy, hustling. He does a great job on defense, contesting, keeping possessions alive. Right sure it's there. You see, he got that tip and got rewarded with his 4th and 5th points tonight. Owen Miller, sophomore point guard, hits the foul shot. Getting the scorebook. Rattles home the second one here. 29-22 Louisville. 1:40 left. New Philly going to a little zone press here, trying to mix it up there. Got Seaman trapped in the backcourt. Gets it in the middle to A.J. Lingenhole. Feed inside to A.J. A.J. with the spin, a left hand, and draws the foul.
Philly fans very upset about that one.
All right, Leopards will take that one, but as an old Federal League alumni, and I have to say, I'd probably let that one go. But in a basketball game, for you basketball fans, there's probably 500 calls and about 200 borderline fouls you can call. So sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Lingenhole rings home his first point of the night. AJ's had a nice season so far. Really ramping up his presence inside, making some nice post moves. I haven't got many touches inside so far tonight. Had a nice game against North Canton. I think probably about 8 points. Lingenhole gets basket number 2. Both these teams played solid schedules, as Drew read off, at the beginning of the year. Philly played Lexington. They played Dover, beat Massillon. Louisville's played pretty much a Division I laden schedule for the most part here. Good ball move by the Quakers against the zone, but Vandal comes up short, or with Schellis, I should say. Charlie Roberts brings it up court. We got Roberts, Mueller, Seaman, Bolden, and Alginsik with, as we just get under a minute of play. Here's Coach Siegfried's going to control tempo. He wants one shot here. Assistant Coach Schillig calling out directions as well.
Owen Miller, number 25, working on Alginsik down low. Trying to keep him at bay.
Yeah, a little greedy there, Tyler there.
Good,
But there's
good.
another one, keep him alive there,
possession
Tyler.
alive.
Doing it off to Will. And another offensive rebound for Tyler Bolden. Battles up, gets it to go.
Tyler Bolden working in the post
Great
against 3
job.
guys.
Leopards jump out to 11-point lead. 19 seconds left, first half. Leopards, big stop here, really bring a lot of momentum into halftime here. Vandal is yet to score, shoots the 3 and buries it. 8 seconds left. This is going to have to push tempo here. 5 seconds. Tyler going to go with the pull-up 3, in and out. So at the end of the 1 half of play, it's Louisville Leopards 33, the New Philadelphia Quakers 25, and a hot shooting Tuesday shootout here in Louisville Leopard Gymnasium. Hey, welcome back to Louisville Gymnasium. We got to hear a nice halftime performance by the Louis Leopard Pep Band, led by head director Chris Bunninger, a New Philadelphia grad. Louisville Leopards leading the New Philadelphia Quakers in a battle of a couple of strong Division II basketball schools, 33-25. Will Aljancic pacing away for Leopards with 13 points, all pretty much inside the three-point arc. I don't think he has a three-pointer tonight here, and Will's usually an outside shooter, so finding ways to get things done differently. And then Hayden Nigro with his usual steady, strong play, driving inside, drawing fouls, getting bank shots, has 9 points for Louisville. Tyler Bolden scrapping his way to 7 points as well. What do you think about Louisville so far, Drew?
Oh, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Will working inside rather than outside, only for this half to probably start opening up his outside range. Hayden Nigro just keep doing what he's doing on the offensive end, getting to the bucket. And I like what I'm seeing a lot from Tyler Bolden, working on the defensive end after the shot goes up and Philly's got the ball, scrapping, getting steals and putting it in. So it's just a lot of good play from the Leopards right now.
There you go. New Philadelphia, who's only got one loss on the season. Being led right now by Caden Schellis. Caden averaging about 6 points a game, but he's leading weight so far. Carter Vandal, who's averaging about 16 a game, just got his first 3 points of the night on a three-pointer with about 10 seconds left in the first half. So they're going to have him see that ball go to the hoop the first time. Something tells me he's going to get heated up in the second half. But Lewis has done a good job contesting with them. Will Aljancic guarding a lot. Tyler Bolden, who's been all over the place, guarding. So Quakers will have the ball here to start the second half. Leopards with a lineup of Aljancic, Lingenhold, Nigro, Seaman, and Bolden. Slaughter, Schellis, Vandal, Lowry, and Vickers here for the black and red. Vickers the first shot of the quarter out, but good rebound by Slaughter. Vickers going to put another one up off the back iron. Rebound Bolden pushing tempo. Going to go strong. Gets the roll. Tyler Bolden. Hey, when Tyler plays aggressive with confidence, he's a nice,
very nice
balanced
piece.
player, and he's really playing well tonight. 9th point on the night. When you get Tyler playing, this is what really makes Louisville special. I really think that. Deep three by Colton Slaughter. Slaughter with his up to 9 points on the night. Lingenhall with the ball, dribble hand off to Nigro. Patiently working the offense. Will, long three. Slaughter brings that, chasing the ball down. Sorry, Vickers. High pass to Lowry. Turnover. Nigro slows the tempo down for Louisville. Seaman reverses it over to Lingenhold. Nigro with the 18-footer. Long, battle for rebound. Lingenhold gets the rebound. No call inside. He's going to go up a strong end with the left hand.
Lingenhold
With the foul.
working on the offensive boards.
Great job.
Lowry.
You know, a lot of times you'll see big guys get inside. They miss the first one. They kind of hold it, shuffle their feet. But AJ did a good job of patiently working it and going using the rim as his own rim protector. Going from the right side for the left-hand finish. The senior 6'6" lefty completes the conventional three-point play. Leopards go back up 10, 38-28. Seaman a little too tight on the defense there. Picks up his first foul.
Number 5, Owen Schellis checked into the game for Lowry for the Quakers.
Slaughter brings it up. Caden Shellis. The pull-up 10-footer long. Rebound put back in by younger brother Owen Shellis, sophomore, 6'6", forward. Correct, that was Colton Slaughter right on the rebound. Or no, I'm sorry, I was right the first time. Will Aljancic with deep three, hasn't got to go. Another one in and out. Kept alive by Lingenhole. Great pass by Hayden Nigro to Will Aljancic.
Calling for the ball.
Assist by Nigro, and Aljancic's up to 15 points on the night. Back to a double-digit lead for Louisville. Great box out by A.J. Lingenhole on the missed shot by Slaughter. Ball goes Leopards. 5:15 left here in the third quarter. Quakers with a 2-1-2 zone press. Ball moved by Louisville, gets across half court. Nigro with the open three. Buries it. Hayden with a couple threes on the night, up to 12 points. Seaman gets that, stolen by Aljancic to Nigro, gets the layup.
Working hard on the defensive end, creating turnovers.
All sparked by Zach Seaman, who doesn't get a lot in the box score, but those little plays are things that you don't see in the box score that add up to victories for Leopards. 15-point lead now for Louisville. 4:37 left for third quarter. Caden Shellis being worked by Will Aljancic. And Seaman gets it for the hand check. You can really see, Drew, how defense can be infectious.
Oh, absolutely. Watching just ball pressure and then going and diving for 50-50 balls. Those is exactly what's going to win you games. If you can just play hard defense, make the other team turn the ball over. Just working hard in general would definitely be a huge key factor for the Leopards tonight, is what they're doing right now. So,
all right, another hand check on Louisville. Yeah, hard work anywhere in life usually pays off. It's what's made America great. All right, 45-30, 4:17 left. Third down for New Philly after drawing a couple of fouls there. Vandal looking for the ball inside. Shellis. Out to Slaughter with the deep three. 12 points on the night for Colton Slaughter. Cuts the lead to 12. Quakers stay with the press. Aljancic. Dish is tipped away. Covered by the Quakers. Pass up inside. Tested by Aljancic. Caden Shellis gets the rebound, gets the putback, and draws the foul. Cuts it down to 10. Got a chance to cut it to single digits. A good offensive team like New Philadelphia, it's hard to just keep them rolling there. Keep them on the ground, I should say. Daniel gets a rebound. Charlie Roberts in for Leopards. Zach Seaman takes a seat. Quakers extending a 3-2 half-court zone. Lingenhole dishes off to Chase Mueller. Gets the rebound, contested and blocked. Covered by the Quakers. Quakers got a lot of length, so sometimes it's hard to get those off inside. Vandal, defended by Louisville. Heat check, three by Colton Slaughter. Off the iron, up quickly up to Mueller. Throws it strong, draws the body foul, goes to the line. It's kind of funny, Louisville up 10, 45-35. I bet you New Philly, we don't have the official stats, but Quakers got to be leading 3-point shooting so far.
I would say, I think probably, about 6, 7 threes so far for the
I
Quakers?
say, yep. I think probably Louisville maybe has 3, 2 or 3. Nigro has a couple. Can't think of anybody else does for us. So, but
Bolden's 3 at the end of the quarter,
there you
quarter.
go. Yeah, there you go. But definitely New Philly hitting the long ball, but Louisville's doing a good job contesting inside. 46-35. Mueller hits his first. And completes a second. Job by the 6'3" junior. Charlie Roberts, another junior. Working Vickers up top. Leopards run bring a little trap in action there. Their man set. Contest the pick and roll there. Aljancic on Shellis. Takes some baseline for left, gets the basket.
Shellis is having a really nice night for the Quakers.
14 points on the night there. Hayden Nigro goes inside, draws contact, doesn't get the foul though.
Good
Tipped
D.
away by Tyler Bolden again. Nigro kicks out to Will. Aljancic hits his first three of the night. Leopards take timeout, going to get a little breather. Big three by Will to counter a little New Philly run, and the Leopards are back out to a 13-point lead. Well, 50 points for Louisville with 10 minutes still left in the game. And if you any of you caught the game at North Canton Hoover last Thursday, the Leopards, it was a grinded-out game, 31-30. The Vikings won. And ironically, if I remember right, the write-up, I think in the last 5.5 minutes, I think 1 point was scored. So Leopards got one free throw, and North Canton didn't even score. So that was definitely a defensive battle. On the flip side here, we already got 87 points on the board with 10 minutes and change left here in the third quarter here.
Louisville's not doing it with their three ball tonight. They're doing it on the defensive end, getting the transition and scoring a lot inside by Will Aljancic and Tyler Bolden and Hayden Nigro.
Yep, ready for this profound basketball wisdom. I found the team that usually wins is the team that gets more easy shots. And the Leopards are getting them because, A, when you create turnovers, you prevent the other team from scoring. And when you create turnovers, you get transition for your own easy basket. So, got to keep winning that easy shot battle, and good things are going to happen here at the night. Leopards in the man press here, soft man press there. See if they run anything at them there. Just going to make them work to bring it up here. Caden Shellis over to Red Martin. Cut by Vickers. Pull-ups jumper, way short. Rebounded by Hayden Nigro.
Great box out by A.J. Lingenhold to let Nigro get that rebound, keeping Lowry off the boards.
Bo Siegfried, the freshman, running the point now for Louisville here. Inside to Nigro, backs himself down, goes up strong. Gets another easy two. Hayden with 16 points on the night. Great body control. Great court awareness where he's at, inside in the key and using the backboard. Michael Vickers, nice pull-up jumper. 52-39 Leopards. 1 minute left here in the first half. Leopards break the press. Nigro rumbles, stumbles.
Gets a call.
And draws the foul. Well, that possession wasn't pretty, but Hayden found a way to get her done. Had a little smile as he heads to the nail there on the middle of the foul line, shooting two. Nice crowd tonight here in Louisville Gymnasium. New Philadelphia brings a nice following as well. Louisville has a good Tuesday night crowd here. Accompanied to our left here by WJER Radio down in Dover, New Philadelphia, with Scott Robinson and Jim Boos on the call for UT County fans that are familiar with that. Hopefully it's something we continue to play New Philadelphia in a lot of sports, because like we said before, very similar communities. Hayden rolls another point home, 53-39. Under a minute left, third quarter. Great D by Charlie Roberts. Philly going with a little dribble drive. Deep three, Colton Slaughter.
The edge of the logo.
Way beyond the NBA there. So it's 15 points on the night, cuts to 11-point lead. See if Coach Siegfried is going to pull it out for one shot. And that's what we're doing there. Niagara attacks, kicks over to Charlie Roberts.
Blocked by Lowry, number 33.
in a way that actually be good for Louisville because it lets them maintain control.
Aljancic and Bolden check back into the game.
Get their offensive scores here. Ideally, Coach Tigger wants to do, he wants to go into the fourth quarter timeout, either up 11 or more. That's a good thing about holding for the last shot. They're going to run Will out to the corner, switches, looking inside to Lingenholt, kicks it out to Niagara. They're going to go baseline and gets easy too. 3 seconds left here. Countdown. Will Quakers get off a last second shot? That shouldn't go.
Oh,
And a great job of execution there to finish there. Kind of good inside out there. Dumped it into Lingenholt. AJ is a good passing big man. Recognized cross corner to Niagara, who, ball fake to close out guy that was at a disadvantage and finished with the easy layup. And Leopards go 55-42 heading in the last quarter there. Well, Drew, who obviously know the big names there. Will Aljancic, I believe, has 19 points. Hayden Niagara with 19 points. Will has 18 points. Hayden's got 19 points. Tyler Bolden with 9. Who's some of the guys that not necessarily high in the box score night that are doing a great job for Louisville?
I would go Zach Seaman, and I would go with AJ Lingenholt. They're just out on the floor, making things happen, passing the ball well, scrappy on D. That's what's going to win you the game tonight alone, is those two having a real big night, keeping their person who they're guarding off of the boards, getting ball pressure, making it hard for them to get it to Caden Shellis, who's having a good night for the Quakers, and Colton Slaughter, keeping Vandal to 3 points this game so far, and heading into the fourth quarter has been a really big advantage for the Leopards.
Yep. Very steady senior play like those two, Zach and Zach Seaman, AJ Lingenholt, who've been part of the program since they're youngins there and been part of playing varsity ball here for a good 2 years of just playing steady thing. Great defense, take care of the ball, timely baskets when they need to.
Chase Mueller also had a big key role on defense.
Yep. So Leopards possession here, up 13 to start the final stanza. Looks like they're going to go on a little crossing route there. Aljancic fakes, hands off to Niagara, back to Wilt. Inside look to AJ. Will drop step, goes with his right hand off the back corner, and then he picks up the ticky-tack foul. Nice right hand look by the lefty there, just off the back iron. You notice at halftime, watching there, introduced the young 7th and 8th grade Louisville basketball squads. Drew helps me out with the 7th grade team. We're 4-2 on the season. Won a tight overtime game with New Philadelphia in the break, and then the 8th grade Leopards defeated an undefeated New Philadelphia 8th grade team. Get a big win there. Nice play by nice play by Caden Cholis. A little pick-the-picker action there up top for 3. Cuts it to 3. Coach Matt Vole takes a quick timeout using that advantage. And it's a 10-point game with 7:22 left. We're going to see Louisville at times has struggled with full court pressure. They've had their good times and at times they've had their struggles. And I think they kind of figured it out. Last game I did was the Boardman game before Christmas. And Boardman, a nice, strong, athletic team. Louisville did a good job. Struggled in the first half, a lot of turnovers, and then actually put AJ Lingenholt in the middle of the press break. AJ got it to the big guy in the middle, and he was able to square up and strip his ball down court, and they rolled to a double-digit victory. So the Quakers look like they're coming out and going to extend pressure in the man. Tyler Bolden going to take it out. Into Lingenholt. Shellis on the defense, clearing out. Running double team here with Lowry. Let's see how. Great pass in the middle. Dribble inside. Will contested by Carter Vandal. Great offensive movement by Louisville. Great recovery by the Quakers. Vandal with the pull-up 15-footer. In and out. Rebounded by Lingenholt draws a foul there.
Leopards are doing a very, very good job of keeping Carter Vandal at bay with only 3 points tonight.
Yeah.
Will Aljancic, Tyler Bolden, whoever's on, and making it tough for him to do anything.
Yeah, make him work for his points, make him work for good looks. Sometimes you do that, that rim gets a little tighter. And they have a lot of in and outs there. Lingenholt and Coach Siegfried calls a timeout there as it approaches the 10 seconds. Violation, 30-second timeout. 6:45 left. here. Leopards hoping to bounce back from a tough loss to their arch rival North Canton Hoover Vikings last week, 31-30. Louisville's got some nice wins on the season. I just mentioned earlier, knocked off Boardman. Great comeback win against Austin Down Fitch. Steamrolled old Federal League rival, the Perry Panthers. Only teams that have gotten so far is the Vikings, and lost a tough battle over in Harry Fales Gymnasium against the Alliance Aviators. A nice team and a former Northeastern Buckeye Conference rival. Louisville running their inbounds play. Gets it out to Langenholm. Bolden, hand off to Bolden. Interesting if Louisville keeps a tempo, or they tend to like to start in fourth quarter burning some clock. So I'm going to see when Coach Siegfried goes with that. The 10-point lead in Philadelphia. An explosive offense. Both teams combined for 100 points here. And a sloppy pass. And the Quakers recover. Vandal goes up and gets it to go. 8-point game. Down court to Aljancic. Goes up strong, gets the basket.
It's a great no call by the referee right there. Out of control, Will and the defender.
Yeah.
So
Quaker faithful not happy, but yeah, that's definitely a no call. I'm going to be here all night if you're going to call that stuff. Good answer. Shellis off the back iron, recovered by Vandal. Cross court bounce pass inside. Put back in by Shellis. He's got 19 on the night. 8-point lead again. Quakers running a trap. Aljancic, nice to the middle. With the take, draws a foul. Will's got those long strides that sometimes old school basketball fans don't think passes the mustard, but that's today's basketball, and Will did a great job at cradling it and taking strong to the basket, draws the foul. Louisville definitely attacking the press. That's one thing you got to watch there. When teams pressure you, you kind of just sit back and try to absorb the pressure. You got to kind of counterpunch, and Louisville's done a pretty nice job so far. New Philly, which is trailed by 15 mid-third quarter, has it down to 8. 5:38 left here. Fourth quarter. Aljancic misses the first. Gets the second to go. Will's up to 20 points on the night. 21, I should say, on the game. Shellis. It's 10-footer. It's up to 21 himself. With the man-to-man into Nigro. Gonna clear out here. Zach probably needs sets the ball screen. Nigro out of control. Luckily, A.J. Langenholm comes down with it. This has got to slow down a little bit on those passes. And we're going to draw the charge. Great defense play by Colton Slaughter. 15 points on the night and draws a big charge. Quakers got a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Trailing by 7 now. 5 minutes even left here, fourth quarter. Up top to Vandal. Isolate here. Great defense by Aljancic. To the rim, just missed that. All right, Colton Slaughter. That would have been a big momentum for the Quakers there. Aljancic. Cross-court pass to Seaman. And the Leopards going to go to their, jeez.
He's getting fouled.
Getting mugged there by Michael Vickers. Coach Voll wants a little hook call, but I'm going to say he was getting a lot of business before that there. It's 4 fouls on Michael Vickers, who's got 4 points on the night. Seaman and Nigro have 3 for Louisville. There's a wraparound play for the Leopards, and Aljancic gets number 23. I think Cousin Drew wanted to
I really wanted him to
jam
throw
there.
that down. Will, we know he can do it. Would love to see it right there.
Big points there to get it up 9 there.
Rebound by Will
Take the
Aljancic.
sure money there. I passed up many dunks for the sure money back in the day. All right, Seaman, good legal
hard
screen there. No call by the ref either way, which I like. All right. I hate when a guy gets called for a foul when he gets a pick set on him. Well, that's good, no call both ways. Leopards in their spread with a little I formation at the foul line and 3 guys on the wing. Quakers trying to run a
Trying
double
to trap.
team there. 3:36 left. Leopards up 9. Inside AJ. No count. It leaves it short, though. Vandal limps it up. Let's see if he can run off a little tight ankle there, look like there. Seaman on defense against Vickers with the spin move. Gets the body. In and out.
Good take by Vickers. Good D by Seaman. Just got to go to the free throw line. Let's hope he misses these.
Vicker with 4 points on the night. 4 fouls. Number 4. 3:18 left. It's going to come down to see how Louisville handles New Philly's guy. It's going to be an aggressive try to cause some turnovers. Leopards are going to probably run their spread offense here, up 8. And see who can handle ball control. Quakers down to 7. The full court pressure. Into Bolden. Down court to Nigro. Crosser pulls it back. Dishes off to Lingenhole. He's got to be out of bounds there. So Lingenhole, I think, got a little raked on the wrist, but no call.
Got to establish position on court before you pick the ball up. Definitely did not do that.
3:09, down 7. Lingenhole out to Bolden. Back to the spread look.
Quakers bringing some pressure. Leopards handling it well.
Nigro draws the foul. He's going to head to the line. New Philly, both teams going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. So Louisville's got to capitalize on these one-on-one opportunities. Charlie Roberts check it in. Zach Seaman going to take a rest. Nigro with 19 points on the night. And in comes Chase Mueller. Braden Gross, the young freshman who sometimes gets some varsity minutes, looks he's out. He's got a foot injury right now. Nigro drains the first. Hey, a nice solid free throw shooter. He's going so much to the line anyways, he takes advantage. Up for a second. Rattles it home. 62-53 Louisville. 2:51 left here. Vickers brings it up here. Looks
Good
inside,
D,
stolen by
Charlie
Roberts.
You asked
Big turnover.
Asked me who was impressive for the Leopards so far. Charlie Roberts does all the little things that you want. Always aggressive on D, aggressive on O. He'll do your dirty work if you need him to, and he'll be a good key player for the Leopards.
Yeah, I've coached a long time. I've coached middle school basketball here at Louisville for several decades now, and opportunity to coach most all these guys. Charlie was a guy that missed the first half of the season with an injury. I believe a wrist injury. I can't remember exactly. Knee injury, some type of knee injury. But anyways, Charlie was just a great floor general.
Absolutely.
Just steady guy, good leader on and off the court, and right there, just making little plays that don't show up in the box score. Don't usually show up in the article write-ups, but that may be a position that goes a long way for a victory. The Quakers at down 11. We'll hope to cut it back to single digits, and Louisville gets possession back. Bo Siegfried comes in, good foul shooter, isolates to Will Adjancic, and Will, fortunately, get a little sloppy, dribbles out of bounds, lost the handle there. 2:31 left.
Roberts and Mueller back in the game for Siegfried and Lingenhole.
I'm sorry, it's 9-point lead for Louisville. Quakers.
Run their flare screen.
Yeah, what Louisville has as well. And they're going to go to the line there, and I thought maybe the ref would hold off on that inadvertent contact.
Like the aggressiveness from Nigro, just a little bit too much for the ref.
So Owen Miller goes to the line. Let's see who's going to line here. Sorry, Lowry's checking in for him. Miller goes to the line. I believe he hit both free throws early in that first half, sophomore guard. Chance to cut it to 7. 2:20 left. Plenty of time here on the court there.
For that first free throw, Siegfried and Lingenhole checking in that tandem when Roberts and Mueller went back out.
Miller hits both. 7-point game. Almost stolen by Vandal.
Oh,
It's a little kiss of the wall mat there. Looks like he's okay. Leopards fake their deep one there. Stolen, knocked out of bounds. Going to go to the Quakers.
off of Lingenhole, Vandal making something happen right there.
All right.
Roberts and Mueller back in the game.
Vandal, their usual leading scorer, averaging 60 a game, only 5 tonight, but making something happen on defense here. The Quakers got a chance to cut it to a 2-possession game. 2:16 left. This will need a defensive stop. Vickers over to Shellis. Miller taking it inside, blocked by Tyler Bold. Another big play and draws the foul.
Great play by Tyler Bolden.
Tyler just has nice length. And obviously, he's a steady, heady player. His dad, Bob Bolden, played for Leopards long ago. Now the Ohio University head girls basketball coach. Uncle Dave Bolden, graduate 1997 graduate basketball player. Uncle John Bolden, part of the 20-0 2001 Louisville basketball team. Also for you Leopard fans, Mr. Bolden has Turno blood. Mama is a Turno. Father Zane Bolden. So plenty of Leopard basketball legacy in those sneakers there. Hits both. Big 2 points there. Leopards up 9, 2 minutes left. Inside to
Block
Shellis. Another
by
block.
Tyler Bolden.
There you go.
Look at that.
Big stop.
Ah,
Turnover there. Got to stop transition.
all right.
Charlie going to get that back. Let's hope there. Up top there. Vickers buries the 3. Cuts it to 6.
Quakers can really do some damage if you let them get out in transition. They did it to my Dover Tornadoes not like 2 weeks ago.
Yep, so good for the Quaker fans, good change of events there as Philly gets a turnover in the 3, cuts it to the first time they've been within 2 possessions, I'd say in the second half. Leopards are up 11, and Carter Vandal hit his 3 right before halftime, cut it up to 8. Louisville stretched it out to a 15-point lead during the third quarter. It's been mostly a 10-point lead in that vicinity. But the Quakers got to 6, 1:38 left, plenty of time left for a lot of things to happen. Both teams have 8 fouls, so still got one more 1-and-1 free throw for each. Louisville coming off the Quaker timeout, go with a little different set here in the man, facing the man-to-man pressure. And Lingenhole deep. Into the young freshman, Bo Siegfried. Over to Nigro. Run a double team at him.
Quakers bringing the pressure.
Great job by Nigro, finding the open man, and they foul A.J. Lingenhole, who's going to go shoot the 1-1. 1:27 left. Lingenhole, a 6'7" senior.
64% free throw shooter on the year before this contest tonight.
All right. Chase Miller getting set to check back in. Charlie Roberts comes in for Siegfried. A little offense-defense substitution. Big 1-1 here. Hits the first, make it a 3-possession game.
Big free throw for Lingenhole right there.
Jaden Lowry checks in for New Philadelphia. Lingenhole with the second. Buries both.
Big free throws right there for Lingenhole.
8-point game, 1:25 left. Vickers brings it up. Quakers have had a hit of probably about at least 8 threes tonight. Isolating Shellis. D'd up by Bolden. Leaves it short. Another great stop. Rebound by Vandal. Puts it in. Back to 6. 1:10 left. To break open into Bolden. I'm sorry. Slowly brings it up. And Leopards have to take another time. They're down to 1 timeout. New Philly has 2 left. Exactly 1 minute left, 6-point game. Louisville will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Possession arrow going to the Quakers right now. And see what Coach Siegfried draws up here. Leopards going to have the ball on the side. Really good day to basketball here. What, are you enjoying the game, Drew?
I am. As the first time commentator ever. I'm enjoying watching just some good basketball. I love when games are close, they're good, they're fun. You can't go wrong with two good teams battling, grinding it out, see who's going to come out on top.
There you go.
So,
Had to call Drew Pinchett off the bench here before the game. He's doing a great job. I don't know if we're quite Joe Buck and Jack Buck yet, but
I'll take Joe Tate.
I don't know who Joe Tate's son, but father-son duo here. But hey, here to watch some basketball wrap up. 1 minute left here. 2 lost Leopards against the 1 lost Quakers. Tyler Bowen going to take it out on the side. Leopards like to run their little wraparound out-of-bounds play here. We'll pick the picker action there. They're going to switch it into Siegfried, and they're going to foul the freshman. Bo's going to go to the line, shooting 2. All you former basketball players, you know, shooting 2 at the line is a lot easier breathing room than shooting the 1-1. And Bo's a pretty steady foul shooter, even for a freshman. A great foul shooter and pretty steady player.
75% free throw shooter.
That's pretty darn solid for a freshman. Bo Berry's first.
Zach Seaman in for Hayden Nigro. Charlie Roberts to check in for Bo Siegfried after the second made free throw.
58.3 seconds left. Leopards up 7. And Siegfried rattles home the second. Dad gives a little smile, slap on the head. All right, 8-point game. This will solid defense take care of the ball. They should be coming home with a victory here. 50 seconds left. Lingenholm making work. Pull up jumper by Vickers. In and out. Rebound by Aljantic. Leopards have 1 timeout left.
Almost a turnover.
And on the floor, there's your turnover. There's your basket. 6-point game, and the Quakers take time. And that Siegfried smile changed a little bit there. So Quakers got back down to a 2-possession game, 34.6 left. Louisville struggled a little bit with the pressure. They probably had about 3 or 4 turnovers here, I'd say, in the last 3 minutes here. So New Philly's going to have to cause 1 or 2 more here. Leopards got to execute their screens and be strong with the ball. I know Coach Siegfried, really, the ones I know for coaches, those turnovers that are not, you don't want to have any turnovers. When you turn over in the backcourt that leads to a score, that's can be a bit frustrating, but it's part of basketball times. See what Coach draws up here. Each team with 1 timeout left. Louisville in the double bonus. New Philly would be shooting 1 more 1-and-1 if they go to the foul line again. The Quakers have the possession arrow. Now as we said before, Coach Vole, a frequent visitor to the Louisville gym, former longtime coach for the Carrollton Warriors. Coach Siegfried and Coach Vole have had many great battles, and they got another one going on tonight. We've got Bolden takes it out. Crossing, gets it into Nigro. Nigro draws a quick foul. 31.9 left. That's the guy Louisville wants to go to the line. My stat man, Drew, what's Hayden's? You got
79% free throw shooter.
Wow. 79%. That's the guy you want shooting here. Looking to extend it to 3-possession game.
Definitely gets there a lot. So
Yes.
he's definitely used to staying into that charity stripe right there, and I'm going to always knock him down.
Well, quick history note. I believe still the leading scorer in Stark County history is a guy from Jackson by the name of Jamie Bosley. Jamie Bosley, about 6'1", just a strong, stocky guy that would shot about 90% from the line. And got to the hoop. Actually played a lot like Hayden Nigro. And probably not as athletic as Hayden, but just as strong as an ox. I realize you guys remember him from the early 90s. Played at Ohio State for a while, then finished up at Akron. Leopards up 8, 30 seconds left here. Quakers, Vickers driving around, makes a spin, takes to the hoop. Missed the layup. Lowry with the rebound, no good.
Need a rebound right
Aljantic
here.
with
Great
the
rebound.
Kicks it over to Bolden, over to Knight, and over to Lingenholm. And he's going to draw the foul. Looks like the Leopards going to walk out of the gym with a hard-earned victory. Nigro is going to go to the foul line. Lingenholm is going to go to the foul line. Up 8 with 14.8 seconds left. The Leopard student section, I think their theme tonight, I'm trying to think, is a little look like gray sweatshirt look tonight. Sweatshirts.
The grout fit.
What's the grout fit? I don't know that. I'm a
Gray
boomer.
outfit.
Oh, a grout
Old
fit.
man grout
Very
fit.
good.
There you go.
Gen X.
Checking in, Kyle Vesley, Tate Aljantic, everyone's man Saber.
Saber Lemoyne, Carter Dusky, and Caden Weimer. All right, Lingenhall, will he make the second or he want to stay in that game there? Buries it. Finishes the night with 8 points and 9-point lead. 14.8 seconds left. Tate Aljantic smiling on defense. Gives up the layup to Vickers. 7 seconds left. Upwards up 7. Saber Lemoyne brings up over to Aljantic, and we're going to burn away a victory. Coach Siegfried in the bench, real excited. Handling the new Philadelphia Quakers, their second loss on the season. Big smiles as they wrap up here. Final score. Hear the Rampart Street fight song, familiar Leopard fight song. Louisville 71. The new visiting New Philadelphia Quakers 64 on a nice Tuesday night win over a strong Division II power.
Absolutely.
Well, Drew, what do you think? What were the key things Leopards did tonight to get the victory?
Key things, Tyler Bolden being really aggressive on the defensive end of the floor and just rebounding the ball hard. Will Aljantic working down low. Hayden Nigro getting to the basket, scoring inside. They did a very, very good job at getting inside, not with their 3-ball tonight, but just working and grind hard smash mouth basketball against these Quakers.
Yeah, I'd definitely say Aljantic and Nigro both, I believe, had over 20 points, but really it was a team effort. Phenomenal job by Tyler Bolden, kind of all-around play, defensively, rebounding, causing turnover, extending possessions. I don't know if he scored in the second. He had 9 points there, but
I think he might have had 2 points or so.
But he did a great job. A.J. Lingenhall steady inside. Zach Seaman, great defense. So, like I said, all-around effort. And I tell you, when Louisville are clicking on all cylinders, they're a tough team to beat.
Absolutely.
Well, we enjoyed bringing the game to you tonight. Hopefully, had a good time here between two strong basketball teams and among two strong old-school communities. It's good talking to all you, and have a great night, everybody. God bless.